What's up guys, EvilHammer6 here with you, and on the screen what you're seeing is I'm going to do a solo corp, and I found these things. They're called Portents. Well, I didn't find them. They're from Divination, they're Portents, and they automatically heal you when you're under 50% health. Now, what I found interesting about them, I wanted to see for myself, was if you go and do a boss or something, does it decrease your adrenaline when it activates? Now, the word for that is it does not. So if you can make the level 99, and I think it's 98 ones, and they're attuned, which those are not tradable, they will technically heal you 1,860 life points, the amount that a normal rocktail does. Now the ones I'm using on screen are unattuned because I have a low divination level. They're unattuned shark ones, and they only heal 1,200 life points each. Now the only downside was they're really great. You'll see this Corporal Beast solo that I do. They're really helpful because you don't even have to worry about eating for basically the first part of the fight. The first part until the core comes out. And you'll see when they activate, see one just activated, and the only reason why my adrenaline went down right there was because I used the assault ability. It wasn't because of any other reason. You can see when another one activates here in a short little bit, there another one activated, and my adrenaline did not go down again. So basically it's free food that you don't have to worry about clicking on, A, and B, it can basically go back to back to back. So if he keeps hitting me for 1200s, like you'll see, well, not 1200s, but just below my half health limit, it'll keep healing back up to over my half health limit. Now the only problem is, you'll see at the end of this video, I die here, and it's because I only brought 2 rocktail soup. If you don't have enough life points, like your really low life points, it only activates when it knocks down from over half points to under half. So if you're at 3,000 life points and he knocks you for another 1,000 down to 2, it won't activate. It will only activate if it goes from above the half limit to under the half limit. So it is very helpful in most situations, but it's not helpful if you're getting hit for a lot of damage and consistently. That takes you under, which isn't that often, because you can see I do most of the solo completely fine with the Portents, but at the end I kind of get messed up because he hits me quite a bit, and that'll be coming up here in a few minutes. I'm not going to fast forward or anything, I'm just going to keep talking. The reason why I found this out was because me and my friend were talking about them, and I looked them up online, and there's really not much information, so I wanted to test them out myself. Also, you can use them in PvP areas also, which are literally completely overpowered because you'd have to hit the person for over 5,000 life points, or however many half life points, in order to kill them, or you'd have to hit them quite a bit. But you can just heal back up with rocktail soup or another version of healing to get back over to that, over your half life points, and then they'll just constantly activate. As you see, 2 just activated back to back, and I'm still at 100 life points, and I'm just running around attacking. So like right here, they're perfect. Now see, I'm dropped under the life points. I dropped to 14 or 4,333. Now that's under. That was after it healed. So he's just going to keep damaging me. And I tried to eat my 2 rocktail soups. I should have eaten them sooner. Now see, I ate that one, and watch, I'll get knocked back down under this, and the next one will activate. But see, he had knocked me down for so much. I don't know why. It just didn't activate. So I guess there's some like parts of this that are interesting where it doesn't activate if it does either too much damage or something, but you can see they like, here, I'll pause it at the part that it does it. It's right here. I get hit with that 4,000 life points, and right before that I had 5,000. Let's see here, 5,000 life points, 5,002, which is over the amount, but I get stomped so quickly. I get hit by 2 attacks. If you can see, I get hit here. There's one big one, that's 4,000, and it doesn't recover from that. I'm thinking it's because it's too much damage for it to consider to use a Portent. So I didn't get it. I had no choice. And then you see it doesn't activate still, and I get hit and die. But that's still interesting. It's really it brings a whole new aspect to PvP. Now they're right now in the GE. They're really expensive. They're about, those ones I bought there are 12,000, or they heal 12,000, 1,200, and they costed me 300k for 20 of them. So they're about 20k each. So obviously they're expensive right now because only a few people can make those high level ones. But once that's done. And there's a lot of people that are high level that I feel like they're going to crash down a little bit, so they might be a lot more worth it. Especially if you're high level, that's going to make bossing a hell of a lot easier, because basically you can eat most of the time without using food and decreasing your adrenaline, which means you can do more damage per second. Especially if you're in a mass or something, that's free food. You don't even have to worry about doing anything. You don't have to worry about your decreasing, especially if you use like Metamorphosis or Berserk. A lot of time you use Berserk and you're taking a lot of damage, and you don't want to eat a piece of food, because you'll then lose your adrenaline and you won't be able to get up to the assault. With that, it's practically you can just use it and you don't have to worry about it. So that brings a whole nother aspect to doing Corporal Beast. The video that I'm going to post here is coming up soon, and probably tomorrow or the next day or even tonight. I don't use these portents because I didn't know about them until now. But if you could use that portent, you could probably Berserk. And still during that first 50k of life points roughly before he sends out his Dark Core, and essentially get rid of that within his 50k life points a lot quicker than I do in the video, which should probably be more beneficial to a cost ratio, of course. But that's my take on them. They're interesting, add a new aspect. Now they're kind of OP. Hopefully it doesn't drop prices even more than they're already dropping right now for PVM, because that's really the most thing I enjoy in game. But they're an interesting idea. There needs to be some kind of limit on them though, I think.